Ahoy fellow bookworms, my name is Caroline and I like to read books, so let's talk about them. I've been sick for the last week, so that's why I haven't uploaded any videos, but I'm all better now, so today I will be reviewing Gemina by Amie Kaufman and Kristoff. This is the second book in a series, so if you haven't read Illuminate, which is book 1, then check out my video on why you should. This review is going to contain spoilers, so if you haven't read this book yet, all you need to know is that I gave it 5 stars because I really enjoyed it, but I didn't enjoy it quite as much as I did Illuminate. So yeah, spoilers from this point on, stop watching if you haven't read it. First up, let's talk about the characters. Gemina follows Hannah and Nick instead of Katie and Ezra, who we followed in Illuminate, and in book 1 I absolutely loved the characters, and although I really liked Hannah and Nick in this one, I didn't quite form the same attachment to them. Hannah is the daughter of the station commander, and I thought it was really awesome that she was such a quick thinker and could completely handle herself in combat. At the beginning of the story, I really loved Nick. He's kind of annoyingly flirty, but I found him really funny. I do wish though that he'd been a bit more of a morally grey character. We're told from the start that he's a criminal, and although I really loved that his backstory showed he'd kind of just been thrown into that world, I wish we'd had a moment where he said or did something that was really cold and criminal, and Hannah would have to be like, whoa man, that's a little extreme, and we would get to see that contrast between their upbringings, but instead he was just like a consistently nice guy, and although I really liked him as a character, I do wish there had been a few more grey areas with him. The format of this book was really cool. Obviously I went into it knowing what to expect, so it was maybe a little less thrilling but still fun. The addition of the drawings from Hannah's journal was a super nice touch because they were actually adorable. When Aiden had passages in this book, I lost my shit because I loved Aiden so much in book 1. I do kind of wish there was more of him in this book, but oh well. The whole parallel universes was something I actually enjoyed a surprising amount. It was well explained and the concept was super clever. The ending was awesome. I loved that it overlapped with the characters from book 1 who I just love so much, and it just made me super excited to read the final book in this series whenever it comes out. Based on my level of enjoyment, I would give this book 5 stars, but I think my actual rating is probably 4 stars because even though I really loved the characters and the story, there were just 2 things that bothered me throughout the book. The first was the completely over-the-top text speak in this book. I understand using it kind of sparingly, but I hated it in this book. All of Nick and Ella's conversations featured shortened, misspelled, and slang words, and I really didn't like it because I feel like it takes me away from what is happening because I read it and go, ugh, I hate text speak, and then suddenly I feel separated from what's happening on the page. I hope that makes sense. The other thing that I really did not like is the lol, dead characters aren't actually dead plot twist. It frustrates me even in the best of books. With Nick, I kind of worked out that he wasn't dead, but I didn't like that Ella randomly shows up again and is like, jokes guys, I've been alive in the vents this whole time. Like, what? How have you, that doesn't even make sense. I just find it a really annoying thing to read. It's almost emotionally manipulative and I'm just not at all a fan of it. So those are all my thoughts on Gemina. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I upload videos Mondays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays, so be sure to like this one and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned on those days for more bookish goodness. Toodaloo!